Eating healthy is important for many reasons. Getting your daily dose of fruits and vegetables has a plethora of benefits such as reducing cholesterol, weight loss, and increased digestive health. But did you know that it can affect your brain health too? The Mediterranean diet is just one example of the methods that researchers are finding can have an effect on lowering risk of dangerous brain deposition that comes with old age. The Mediterranean diet is very popular, but many don't know it by name. It comes from the practices of the countries that border the Mediterranean Sea that have been popular for centuries. This diet is plant-based and puts a heavy emphasis on getting sufficient amounts of healthy fats. In general, individuals on the Mediterranean diet eat a substantial amount of vegetables, fruits, and nuts. Sweets, sugary drinks, butter, and red meat should all be limited. Poultry and fish are the main protein components of the Mediterranean diet. Olive oil is the primary source of healthy fats. Unsaturated fats are emphasized to maintain healthy cholesterol levels and support a healthy brain. Additionally, they help to lower inflammation. This diet has many proven benefits such as a lowered risk of cardiovascular disease, maintaining a healthy body weight and blood sugar levels, and also supporting gut microbiota. So how do we feed our minds? Is the Mediterranean diet the secret to protecting against Alzheimer's? So what exactly is Alzheimer's disease? Alzheimer's is a type of dementia that accounts for 60 to 80% of dementia cases. Alzheimer's is a type of dementia that disrupts memory, processing, and habits. Some of the symptoms of Alzheimer's are memory loss, confusion, inability to complete familiar duties, difficulty processing visual demonstration, losing items, poor judgment, behavior changes, and much more. Disease can vary from person to person, but these symptoms often worsen as time goes on and end up interfering with daily tasks. Around 500,000 individuals are diagnosed with Alzheimer's each year, but there is still no cure for this awful disease. An estimated 6.7 individuals in the United States are living with Alzheimer's today. There have been no survivors of Alzheimer's. A diagnosis is always fatal. This is why determining modifiable risk factors is essential. Around Could a diet really prevent Alzheimer's? In simple terms, this diet is high in antioxidants because it is packed with so many fruits and vegetables, and this is associated with the prevention of degradation of areas in the brain that are associated with Alzheimer's. Amyloid plaques and tau tangles are two protein indicators of Alzheimer's. There is increasing amounts of evidence that link the healthy fats of the Mediterranean diet to lower levels of both of these proteins. About 60% of our brains is made up of fat, and it needs healthy fats to work well. These fats, specifically omega-3s, which are found in fish, nuts, and seeds, help build brain cells and protect them. They also reduce inflammation, which can damage the brain over time. Healthy fats are the building blocks and maintenance team that keep your brain sharp and running smoothly. An animal study was conducted to test the effects on a diet rich in extra virgin olive oil on Alzheimer's-related brain changes in mice. The mice were genetically modified to make them more susceptible to protein buildup that is associated with the development of Alzheimer's. They were given extra virgin olive oil in their food to determine the effect of diet. The mice were divided into three groups. The first group had regular food, the second had extra virgin olive oil in their food at 4 months old for 3 months, and the last group had extra virgin olive oil from 1 month old for a period of 6 months. Researchers kept track of the mice's health and weight. Once the periods of the diet were finished, researchers evaluated different Alzheimer's-related brain changes. Researchers found that mice on the diet enriched with olive oil had a large reduction in the proteins that are associated with Alzheimer's. The largest reduction was shown in the group that had the oil in their food for 6 months. These bar graphs provided by the study show 4 different factors that were assessed by the researchers. In every category, both groups that were given extra virgin olive oil in their food had significantly lower levels, and this can especially be seen in the 6-month group. Additionally, a cell study was also conducted on the association between Alzheimer's and the Mediterranean diet. The 581 participants of the study were part of the Rough Memory and Aging Project. Researchers looked for indications of Alzheimer's in the patient's brain. Additionally, information about the participants' diet was gathered using a food questionnaire. Data on the Alzheimer's-related brain changes was collected as well. These brain changes included protein buildups known as beta amyloid and tau tangles. Statistical analysis was used to determine the relationship between diet and the development of Alzheimer's disease, considering genetic risk, age, gender, calorie consumption, and other factors. Researchers' primary focus was regarding the Mediterranean diet and the MIND diet, which is a combination of the Mediterranean diet and the DASH diet. The study concluded that the MIND diet could be associated with decreased protein buildup. Researchers also noted that the participants that ate more green leafy vegetables had decreased brain changes. Green leafy vegetables are a large part of the Mediterranean diet. This figure provided by the study shows different brain deposition in participants. The first display A, shows increased baseline deposition in participants with lower diet adherence versus participants with higher diet adherence. Display B showed the deposition increasing over 3 years in the lower adherence and the higher adherence groups. And display C showed higher rates of deposition in the lower adherence groups. So could diet really be affecting our brain health? Multiple studies have now shown that adherence to a Mediterranean diet could help reduce risk of detrimental diseases like Alzheimer's. Picture this, a vibrant Mediterranean table filled with colorful fruits, hearty vegetables, olive oil, fresh fish, and maybe even a glass of red wine. It's not just a feast for your taste buds, it's a gift for your brain. The evidence from studies is clear. The choices we make today about what we eat can ripple into the health of our tomorrow. Eat well, live well, and let your brain thank you for the next decades to come. As Alzheimer's mortality rates climb, it is essential to take the time to examining how modifying our diets could lead to decreased risks.